Most of you remember, I'm sure, after 2023, one of the big points of discussion was whether the Toronto Maple Leafs should move on from Kyle Dubas. There was a lot of back and forth. It seemed like Shanahan wanted to keep Dubas at first, then he sort of talked his way out of the job, and my position at that point was, why? Why do the Maple Leafs want to continue to have a guy at the helm of their organization who hasn't been able to find success for the team? I felt like the Leafs were about to reward mediocrity after having accomplished nothing based on vibes. Then Dubas went to join the Pittsburgh Penguins, and it's been, I think, an unmitigated disaster. The Pens have 19 wins in 48 games and, quite frankly, are wasting the twilight of Sidney Crosby's career. The news now is that the Penguins are having a fire sale and looking to move on from pretty much every veteran on the team, except for, I'm assuming, at least Sidney Crosby. There's a really good article on the Daily Faceoff breaking down some of Dubas's really terrible early moves, including the signing of Tristan Jarry, as well as the Riley Smith deal. But I mean, the average Penguins fan, I think, is pointing to a couple of just really key mistakes. The first one, Jake Guentzel moved to Carolina at a trade deadline which saw a lot of big trades for Michael Bunting and what ended up being a 2nd and 5th round draft pick. You really want to get more for your rental. Guentzel with Crosby was consistently a 40-goal or at least 40-goal pace player, and now with Tampa is having another really good season on the way to probably scoring 40 once more. Again, I'll link to that Daily Faceoff article, but I really like this point in particular. Hurdle, Hanifin, Henrique, Monahan, Elias Lindholm, and Sean Walker all were traded for first-round picks at the trade deadline. Guentzel went on to sign the largest free agent deal out of all UFAs on that list. So yeah, that indicates a player's real value not being traded for at the deadline. And honestly, he was great with Carolina, I thought, in the postseason. You play that series 10 times against the Rangers, I think Carolina wins more than they lose. But arguably the higher profile move was the signing of Erik Karlsson. I just never agreed with this one. Karlsson obviously had those great later years with San Jose, and everyone knows that at his best, he was, if not one of the best defensemen in the NHL. But it made an already old team older, and more importantly, shackled the Penguins to $10 million a season until Karlsson's 37. Karlsson at this stage in his career is a poor defender. On San Jose, it was fine because he was doing such a good job driving the offense. He had that 101-point season in 22-23. But on the Penguins, those numbers have declined dramatically, with 56 last year, on pace for about the same this season. And it's just an extremely ugly contract for a team which should be trying to win now. I think this is a trade everyone knew looked nice because of the star power attached to Karlsson's name, but probably wouldn't work out. And now he's just another piece that Pittsburgh probably won't be able to move from. Same with Jarry, and I don't think Pittsburgh wants any more dead cap as well. So Crosby's off the list. I'm guessing Malkin probably is as well. Karlsson has that contract. Chris Letang has a no move. The upside is they do have $5 million in cap with one more retention space if they can move Karlsson. But Dubas has been an absolute disaster for the Penguins, and I just wonder whether his time with Toronto is also going to be reevaluated with a bit more critical of an eye. But the Penguins are a disaster. Have to be one of the worst constructed teams in the NHL right now. That's just my opinion, though. Let me know yours, of course, and all this and more down below. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, and if you want more content, there's a new basketball, football, and hockey video on screen right now. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.